Hi guys, how's it going? Hope you're doing all good. Now today I'm going to be in charge of Chaos with the mighty Kholek Suneater up against the High Elves led by Tyrion. So let's have a little look at my army here. Now in the front line I have gone for a mixture of the lightly armoured marauders, just cheap infantry here to make my line a bit wider, also soak up some missile pressure. Now dotted in between we do have a couple of units of Chosen who have these very scary shields here, which I believe is flayed skin with some kind of demonic face on it. So overall very nasty fellas, should be pretty damn elite and good at cutting down those pesky High Elves. So of course 2 units of those and 3 units of marauders. Now on the flanks I do have 2 units of Chaos Warhounds, just to try and deal with any High Elf harass, get behind the enemy lines, and chase down routing units, making that nice tasty value. Now for magic we have gone for a Sorcerer of Shadows here, up on a horse, who's brought the Pendulum, Enfeeble Info, and Pit of Shades. I particularly like the Pendulum up against High Elves, as it's very good against their tightly packed formations, and archers and kind of so forth. But the main meat of our army is in the back here, so we have gone for the man, the myth, the legend, Kholek Suneater. And he has of course got Star Crusher with him, his mighty hammer there. He's also got Stand or Die, Lord of the Storm, and Foe Seeker. So overall going to be an absolute beast and a menace in the night to deal with for my opponent. Now I also have the Summoners of Rage here, Regiment Renowned Dragon Ogres. These guys are just very good. I've seen them in a ton of competitive lists. Anti-large, hit like an absolute truck, and are fairly tanky themselves. And they're going to be accompanied by just a regular Dragon Ogre Shagoth as well, if you can call, this thing regular. Just an absolute massive beast. Now High Elves have a ton of tools to deal with large, a lot of spearmen and halberds and so forth with the Phoenix Guard. However, if you overload with kind of massive amounts of large threats, they really seem to struggle. So that's what we've gone for today. And this video is also for a subscriber who commented that they want to see Kholek and Dragon Ogres played, so we've gone for that there. So hopefully you enjoy this. I believe it was Tristan who asked for that, but I'll double check the name later. So for my opponent, he has gone for some Illyrian Reaver archers here, who are going to be chased down by these hounds right now. Very fast skirmish unit. Now he's gone for a very thematic duo here. He does have a unit of Dragon Princes, super good shot cav, some of the best in the game up there with the Blood Knights, and they're going to be accompanied by Tyrion on his mighty steed here and his flaming sword. Now he hasn't brought Sunfang himself, which is a bit disappointing because Kholek is the Sun Eater, so it'd be very thematic, but he has gone for the rest of his buffs, including the Heart of Avalon, so when he gets below 20% health, he has a massive burst of health, which is really annoying. If you manage to break him, just as that happens, it's fine, but otherwise it's like fighting him twice. Now my opponent's front line is a mixture of White Lions and Spearmen all along the front line there, including I believe the Pure Main Company, who do give a Guardian aura, plus they look very badass. I really like the red on white theme they've gone for here. In the back he does have a unit of Sword Masters of Hoeth. These guys super elite, very good against all Chaos infantry basically, because of course Chaos tend to have those armoured elite troops, and these guys just carve through them with ease. Now he's also gone for a Lawmaster of Hoeth, who is a mage slash combat user, still very decent in melee, who's gone for Earthblood and Spirit Leech. And actually that Guardian from the Pure Main Company is going to synergize really well with him, making him a bit more tanky. Now up in the sky there's also the Flamespire Phoenix. This guy can drop fire poops, he has a chance of being reborn and coming back to full health. Really cool versatile unit overall. I quite like it in this pick, as it should easily be able to deal with marauders and also be able to help chase down those pesky marauder horsemen. So let's get this underway. So from the distance we get a little overzealous here with our Chaos Warhounds charging in, but as soon as they saw the Dragon Princes, these guys just tuck their tails between their legs and run for the hills. They do not want to fight these elite troops, and they broke very quickly. However, my opponent does make a tiny mistake here and leaves these guys on attack. So there's going to be chasing down these Warhounds, and I saw that he had just engaged these units, and take this opportunity just to push forward to try and smash through this front line and do the damage, while those very expensive units aren't anywhere to be seen. So the front line has engaged here. Looks like we've got our Chaos Marauders who have gone headlong into these Pure Main Company, and in come all our big monsters charging through, walking all over these spearmen and charging into the back line, trying to crush the Pure Main Company as quick as possible. Let's me see, Kholek getting in there nice and quickly with his big hammer, and he is just wailing on those guys. The rest of the battle line has started to engage. Now these Chaos Marauders in the middle are going to really suffer up against these White Lions. However, on the left flank we have Chaos Marauders mixed in with the Chosen, and these guys should do much better when the Chosen actually manage to break through these Marauders on top of these White Lions. Now it looks like we have dropped a enfeebling foe down on the Swordmaster, and we are coming from a big pendulum here. Do a little bit of damage, but well played to my opponent. He does notice and manage to dodge for the most part. Now the big Phoenix has popped in the back here on our Chaos Sorcerer trying to snipe him out. But in come the big homies for the protection. Kholek running in, the Dragon Ogres follow suit. And it looks like the big Dragon Ogre Shagoth also wants to get in the action. All these guys together with their anti-large should be able to do an absolute number on this Flamespire Phoenix, who is getting torn apart rather quickly. It looks like the Dragon Princes and Tyrion have returned from their long voyage, and they're coming in for the rear attack. This could be very dangerous. This is a very key part of the battlefield now. It looks like those Chaos Warhounds, however, did manage to rally, so they can come back, maybe pincer on these Illyrian Reavers, which the other unit is just trying to shut down. On the front line, it's going rather bleak for me. My Chaos Marauders are all getting crushed. These Chosen, up to 11 kills, they're going to start grinding out those troops. This main pocket is really where I need to win, and it's quite tricky. Tyrion is a very good melee combatant. Drop down Fate and Reaper's Oath there, or Reaper's Sight. Not quite sure how to say that, please leave it down in the comments below. We have dropped an Enfeebling Foe Cannon for that, and Star Crusher, Foe Seeker, Standard Die, all that good stuff, and we're now beating the crap out of Tyrion here. All those nice anti-large troops, and the Dragon Princes are being dragged down. Looks like we did drop down a chain line in here, down by the Regiment Renowned Dragon Ogres. It did a little bit of damage. I dropped it on the back tails. I was a bit scared of hitting on my own Chaos Marauders and Chosen here. We are starting to waver, so it's getting a little bit dangerous. However, it looks like we are about to break Tyrion. He does get that big burst of health, but at the same time he routes. So if we manage to chase him down, keep on him, don't let him return, then that half Avalon is completely wasted, which is fantastic for us. Our big units are now starting to try and break these Dragon Princes, who are trying to get a heal on them. We see these brave hounds who did return to the fray are trying to chase down Tyrion. They're running onto him, but he's very fast, manages to get enough distance and does rally, and he'll obviously easily be able to beat down those Warhounds. Looks like the big Phoenix has come back into the fray here, and this Dragon Ogre was trying to save Chosen and the Sorcerer and so forth, but I see it's a bit of a losing fight. Looks like we are going to be dropping a big old Thunderbolt coming down from Kholek here, getting some pretty decent damage there. And on the left flank, which is basically where the rest of our units are on the battlefield, we do have these Chosen who are up to 64 kills now, just tearing apart these white lines and Spearmen, so they're doing a great job over there. Now Kholek does come in and start wailing on Tyrion, but this Phoenix comes in to try and save him, and we decide we're going to absolutely body this guy, knowing we're not going to be able to chase Tyrion with haste. And a nice satisfying crunch there. It sounds like glass being shattered as Kholek does slam on top of that guy and break him in two there. So Tyrion is going to rally as he's been doing kind of constantly, but we're not too fussed at the moment. So our big monster mash is just going crushing in, trying to take out this Lawmaster. Now the Chaos Sorcerer is desperately trying to flee away from Tyrion here, who is going to be chasing him down. It is much faster. We realise we're going to have to fight. We drop down an Enfeebling Foe and turn around for the charge, just to try and get a little bit of damage here. Because on 900 health, do we get any good hits in? Yes, I mean, we get him down to 745 there, so a nice little hit there. Not a bad way for the Chaos Sorcerer to go out there. I do hear a Spirit Leech has been just dropped on Kholek. He's getting a little bit danger low, but as you can see, he's just flinging Elves all over the place. Although it does look like some of his rage are about to break even with stand or die damage on very low. We're trying to come up with some rear charges with these Chaos Warhounds, just trying to pin units down, and it has just become a big mosh. The Chosen over here have held the line, 108 kills held that left flank together. We do have quite a few rallying units dotted around, you know, Marauders all over the place. Hopefully these ones will come back as well, but rather large route here as well, so it's a little bit dangerous. But overall, if we manage to deal with Tyrion, which should be fairly comfortable, we should be all good. Here it goes, the ultimate fight of good or evil. Kholek comes smashing in on Tyrion. Gets one good hit, two hits, and down the Elven Prince goes. Kholek giving a nice roar there, lifting Star Crusher up into the skies, dropping down some thunder to celebrate. And with that, I think it is going to be game. All that stands in our way is this Lawmaster of Hoeth here. And to be honest, he's just going to get dragged down here by the mighty Dragon Ogre duo. A nice Pyrrhic victory, so well played to my opponent. Let's go to the end stats. So yeah, well played to Dove Tazo there, fought very bravely, and that went down to the wire. It was actually very close. Now I've only got the Chaos DLC in, I think, last week now, so I now have all the DLCs apart from the Vampire Coast, which I'll be looking to get in the near future. So I've been enjoying trying out Chaos, and I must admit, I absolutely love using Kholek Suneater. He's just an absolute hammer. There's no finesse to him. You chuck him in, and he just tears crap up all day long. So as I said at the start of this video, High Elves have a lot of anti-large utility, load of different options for anti-large. However, if you overload it, they do seem to struggle. So coming in with the Jagannath Shagoth, coming in with Summoner's Rage, plus Kholek, 110 kills, 66 and 65. Plus they put an absolute whipping down on Tyrion and the Flamespire Phoenix. So those guys performed very well. And the Chosen, they did a decent job. The Marauders just kind of stood there and took the damage. So very fun battle overall. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do consider leaving a like down below or subscribing. It really does help support the channel. I also have a Patreon as well down below. So when we get some money through the Patreon, of course, it goes straight back onto the channel and onto that last DLC we're looking to get. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully this recorded. This is actually the second time I've had to do this because the sound didn't record the first time for some bizarre reason. So fingers crossed you'll be hearing this soon. And hopefully I'll have another video up today as well, being off for 4 days at work. Or 4 days at work, so I wasn't off, but off from doing the YouTube. So I'm going to try and check up a Lizardman battle as well today. So peace, guys. Stay awesome.